Alright, welcome everybody back to Dad's Coffee Break. My name is James, and today I am taking a break with more Kingdoms Reborn on brutal difficulty. Last time we got our start here at Gobletted Bali, and really just got our first buildings down, got them set up. We cleared out a lot of the forest in this immediate area, and then expanded over here with a forester, hunting lodge, and fruit gatherer in this much more forested area over here. With that in mind, I am actually going to expand our province, or expand into this province right here, so our forester has access. And then today, I'm really just going to focus on continuing to grow out our colony from both a trading perspective and a farming perspective. I am going to use mushroom farm, or actually, I am going to get a coal mine and a mushroom farm. Beyond that, beyond setting up farms and fishing if we can, I do want to start moving down and expanding our town this direction because we do have the coal resource right here and then iron right next to it that we're going to want to get access to. Okay, and then I've also gone ahead and put down the mushroom farm as well as additional housing. Taking a look at expanding, it looks like this province right here, and apologies, it's really hard to actually see the outline with all the snow. It looks like this province right here is going to give us the quickest access down to both the iron and the coal. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock this province. The other benefit of this is that it remains right alongside the river, so hopefully we can build farms all through here as we start to expand. The other thing that I want to do is make sure that my buildings that I've put down so far are being upgraded. So since we do have quite a lot of stone right now, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to timber management to make it more efficient, and then upgrade tree felling techniques. I'm most worried about the forester at this stage because we're going to need just a constant supply of wood, both for our building purposes and now that we have a mushroom farm up. I also went ahead and bought the furniture workshop card right now. I am not going to put it down quite yet. I do want to make sure that we have enough wood coming in order to sustain both our mushroom farm and the fuel that these houses need, but eventually I will be building that as needed. Unlock the potter. I think I'm actually going to refuse right now, and the clay pit refuse. I will unlock that as well, or at least I will buy that eventually as well, because I want to put a clay pit down here alongside the river so we can actually make our own pottery and sell it. So let's go ahead and open the tech tree now. We just researched improved wood cutting. Next, I am actually going to research foreign trade. Reason being is that we now have a lot of leather coming in, and foreign trade will give us access to the trading port and the trading post where we can sell that on the market and bring in additional money. With that money, we can then go ahead and continue our expansion through the various provinces around us. And with that in mind, taking a look at this province right here with the coal, it's about 260 gold in order to claim it. I'm going to go ahead and unlock that right now. That way we can start building our coal mine. And there we go. Our coal mine is down. I'll go ahead. I'm going to clear out a lot of the trees here and put down housing, storage, and make a road. That is now complete. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys just in the road view because it's easier to see. House is going to go there, storage there, and then I built the road all the way up to the main part of our town. It's a little hard to see because it runs right alongside the border, but that is where it leads. I might move this in the future, depending on what farms we want to get around here, but for right now, that should work. And that coal mine is now up and running with the storage available and the house right there. Next phase of my expansion, I am going to actually unlock this province right here. It's about 900 gold, so we have to wait a little while, but that is going to allow me to build another forester down here, I think right within this area. I'll probably put another fruit gatherer and leave it at that. I don't think I'm going to put another hunting lodge, but that way I'll have another source of wood and food for my town. Reason that I'm doing that first is because I need the wood and the food immediately. We're doing okay right now, but eventually that's going to become a major bottleneck for us. And we don't even have access to the iron yet, so there's no point to unlock this at the moment. Eventually we will, but right now I want to make sure that we're focused on getting as much wood um, coming in as we need it. Eventually, once I have enough wood, my plan is to build the furniture workshop, and then that way houses will start upgrading to level 2. And we now have enough money to unlock this province, so I'm going to go ahead and claim it. And there we go. And I have my forester and fruit gatherer already for us to put down in this area. And I've now laid out the forester, fruit gatherer, house, and storage area that's going to be needed for that. But you can tell we're already at 0 wood just based on the buildings that we're trying to build. So getting this down first is really key to a good start, at least from my experience. Okay, we've completed our foreign trade tech. Next, I am going to research medicinal herb seeds. I think this is extremely important as time goes on because your medicine stockpile is going to steadily decrease. And while it seems like you have a lot right now and it's going down very slowly, as soon as your population hits a certain point, this is going to just plummet extremely quickly. It actually happened in my last game and caught me off guard. So researching this and being able to plant and grow your own medicinal herbs is extremely important. We also unlocked the trade post and the trade port. This says unlock trading post. Would you like to buy the card? I am actually going to refuse that and then buy the trading port. I don't need a trading post at the moment. Maybe eventually, but right now I think we're okay. And I am going to build this, I think over here, and build a road connecting it. Like I mentioned in the last episode, what we'll want to do is build up, housing is going to be built in this area as much as possible, but we'll also want to build trading companies, which is a building that will allow you to trade goods automatically with the market, and those get a bonus to being next to a trade port. So we'll want to leave this area available to that. Caravan has arrived. They wish to buy goods. I think we can afford to sell some mushrooms, or maybe just slightly. We sold the mushrooms, got a little bit of gold for it, and with that, I actually went ahead and bought a tavern, which increases visitors' fun. I believe that increases their chance of staying, but it also improves the happiness of your people, especially if they're around houses. So going back to the modifiers that I was talking about last time, you'll notice that there is a radius around this tavern, and you'll see smiling faces above the houses and letting them know that, letting you know that there's a positive modifier on these. So I'm going to go ahead and build this right here. As time goes on, we'll also want to make sure our school and a bank goes down in that area as well. I also went ahead and put down the quarry right in this location. It shouldn't have any effect on the houses nearby, but will provide us with a steady source of stone for Goblet or Bali. But the biggest issue at the moment is we just don't have the wood. So we'll have to wait until that stockpile increases. If we look at our forester, we'll see how much they produce per season, which is extremely helpful. You'll see that they're producing about 62 wood, and this one is producing 64 wood, so we're doing okay. This says this building is too far away from houses. We do have 2 houses here, so I'm a little unsure as to why that is saying that. Build a house nearby to ensure this building runs efficiently. We're at 180% efficiency, which in physics is kind of impossible, but right now it doesn't seem that the lack of housing has any effect on it, so I'm going to assume that that's okay. Meanwhile, I'm also going to put this productivity book we've been holding on to in there. That was a mistake. You'll notice that there are snowflakes above our colonists now, or our people. That is because they do not have a source of fuel to keep themselves warm. Similar to in Banished, they need to be able to burn coal or wood. And so we may want to look at expanding our coal operations down here. We do have 7 laborers, so we do have the ability to open up new jobs and have people work them. So that might be what we go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to more workers and then upgrade improve shift so there's more production there. And we still have 70. We still have 750 gold. So I am also going to go ahead and upgrade my town hall to level 2, which gives us access to wheat seeds, cabbage seeds, the ability to snatch, that is, we snatch gold from other towns on the map. We can also gain access to the buy wood card and the sell food card, which are all extremely valuable, especially buy wood. To be honest, is probably one of the most valuable cards I found in my last playthrough because you constantly need that supply of wood as high as possible. So I found myself actually stocking up on those cards even when I had sufficient wood and then burning them as needed. It also unlocks the ability to prioritize work. So right now you'll notice that above our tavern or our quarry, for instance, which are waiting to get built, we could actually click this star right next to it to prioritize that construction. So they'll build that first. Or at the other end, we could go ahead and click it again and pause that construction to make sure that resources get allocated maybe to something that's a little bit more important. With that said, I actually went ahead and paused the construction of our tavern and our quarry and am prioritizing our trading port right now just so we can get that up and running. The other thing I'm going to do is put in our cooperative fishing card into this card slot available in our town hall. This will actually give us a 10% 10% increase to fish production when there's 2 or more fishing lodges. So that is going to be a nice boost for us right now. Eventually, I'm going to want to put this mining equipment card, but we need to gain access to the blacksmith first. Okay, and then here's this buy wood card that I mentioned before. I am actually going to buy it right now, as well as wheat seeds. Okay, we unlocked wheat seeds and we unlocked the ability to build farms. So I found another buy wood card. I bought it. I'm going to go ahead and let our gold stockpile increase a little bit, and then I'm going to make a purchase of wood so we can finish these constructions. Our trading port is now complete. We could go ahead and upgrade them right now to get a discount on the fee that gets incurred on every trade. But I think for right now, we'll probably wait on these upgrades. That being said, the things I want to keep an eye on right now are food stockpiles, which seems to be fine, but then medicine. We might have to start bringing in our own medicine. With our gold at 550, I'm going to go ahead and spend half of the city's money to buy wood. Bought 56 pieces of wood. That is fine, and we are getting our tavern in place and soon our quarry. I'm also going to get our brewery here. Now that we have access to wheat seeds, it is something that's going to come in handy. And with that in mind, I'm going to start putting down our first farms. You'll notice, like I mentioned before, if we turn on the fertility overlay by going to this button up here, you'll notice that, like I mentioned before, the ground around the river is always extremely fertile. So that's generally where you want to build your farms in the beginning. So we'll make sure that we put down wheat farms all along the river here, and then maybe medicinal herb farms right here. I also want to be careful because if you notice at the town center, I only have 2 builders and 0 laborers. So right now, even if I were to build these farms, once those positions are filled, I will actually be at 0 for both laborers or builders. So I'm not going to build the beer brewery right now, but as our population increases, that's definitely something I can get down. But it's always good to keep an eye on how many laborers you have available. And I'm going to go ahead and sell some mushrooms now that I have a decent stockpile. The other thing I put down is our immigration office. This will be extremely helpful in bringing in immigrants from other cities on the map. So it is a little slow, but over time it will help add population to Goblet or Bali. Um, with that, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Our town here, Gobletter Bali, is continuing to grow. Next time, I want to focus on getting the rest of these farms in place. But we've made great strides today in expanding our operations down here to the coal mine and over here to this other forester. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, please like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next episode of Kingdoms Reborn on brutal difficulty. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you later. Bye.